Hi everyone, meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now Weather Center. We've enjoyed some pretty mild temperatures, cloudy skies at times, but overall pretty mild conditions through much of this week. That's going to change though as we're going to see our first real blast of winter air, very cold conditions, and potentially our first measurable snow of the season as we head into Friday and then into the upcoming weekend. So again, the colder and potentially snowy weather definitely has our attention and leads our weather headlines. Again, we're going to see temperatures likely falling into the 20s and 30s as we head Friday and into the upcoming weekend. And then chances for rain and snow are in the forecast as we head through the day on Saturday night, and into early on your Sunday morning, and then staying chilly as we head into the week next week, including for the Halloween holiday on Tuesday, although it looks like it should be dry for Halloween, but again, you want to make sure you bundle up the kiddos. Again, the other thing I know I've had a lot of people ask me about is that Husker game day forecast, which again, Huskers host Purdue on Saturday, and it is going to be cold. Again, kickoff is at 2:30 in the afternoon, so tailgating conditions from the late morning to the early afternoon. You're looking at temperatures anywhere from around 33 to 36 is what we're going with right now. 50% chance of a wintry mix. Again, some rain. It's going to be more rain than snow, and again, but we could see some snowflakes mixed in at times, perhaps some ice mixed in there as well. Again, we're going to have wind chills, likely between about 25 and 30 degrees as northeast winds will be a bit blustery, 8 to 18 miles an hour. And then by kickoff at 2:30, again, temperature in the middle 30s, feeling more like the mid upper 20s to around 30. And again, still looking at about a 50% chance for some rain, possibly mixed with a little bit of snow in there. And then by the end of the game, by Saturday evening, we could again start to get cold enough. We see that changeover completely to all snow. Again, any accumulations would be fairly light, as again, the ground is still plenty warm, and again, a lot of this is going to melt as it hits the ground, but don't be surprised if you are headed to Memorial Stadium on Saturday if we do see some snowflakes mixed in with some light rain in Lincoln, and again, wind chills likely in the mid-upper 20s to around 30 degrees throughout most of the game, falling into the lower to middle 20s towards the end of the game and into Saturday evening. So here's a look at, again, the winter alerts that are currently out across the region, again, ahead of our storm system that's going to move through the area over the next 48 to 72 hours. Winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories to our north across the Dakotas, into parts of Montana and Wyoming. Here at home, we have winter weather advisories that have already been issued across north central sections of the state for Sheridan and Cherry County. These actually run through 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, as they could see a little bit of ice that could leave a little bit of ice on the roads and lead to some slick and slippery conditions over the next 12 hours or so. But then a winter weather advisory also in place across north central Nebraska to the Sand Hills, down further to the south towards the Broken Bow area. That's from 1 a.m. Saturday to 7 a.m. Sunday, and that is for the potential for some accumulating snow. We will likely see these winter weather advisories expanded potentially into southwestern Nebraska and potentially into the northeastern sections of the state as we get closer to this event really unfolding. So if we check out our surface map, cold front's knocking on our doorstep as of Thursday afternoon. That cold front will push through as we head through the evening hours, and again, it will be much colder, breezy behind that front as we head tonight and into the day on your Friday. Again, we could see a spotty shower or two, I think, as we head through this evening, but I think generally dry conditions as that front moves through, and then through the day on Friday. Again, some clouds earlier in the day, but gives way to cold and breezy conditions and sunny conditions, I think, by Friday afternoon, and then mainly clear skies into your Friday night. But then our next system, again, the one that we're concerned with, begins to kind of push in from the south and west as we head Saturday night into Sunday, so clouds thicken back up Friday night into Saturday morning, and then we're looking at snow across parts of western Nebraska already by Saturday morning, with some areas of rain and that mix across the southeastern corner of the state through the afternoon into the evening hours before we potentially see again that changeover to kind of all snow as we head Saturday night and into early on Sunday morning. Looks like by Sunday evening most of the moisture is going to be pushing out of the region. So again, this is mostly going to be a Saturday into Sunday morning event in terms of the precipitation, in terms of the rain and the snow. So this is the snowfall forecast we're going with from the 1011 Weather Center, at least for right now. Again, as always, things can still change, so make sure you stay tuned to updated forecasts over the coming days. But a trace to an inch of snow possible in the Lincoln area. Again, a lot of it's going to melt as it falls. The areas that will see accumulation are likely grassy and elevated surfaces. Could could see some slush out there. 1 to 2 inches for areas kind of stretching from McCook to Grand Island, Hastings, and up towards Columbus and Norfolk. But we are expecting a band of maybe some heavier snow, where we could see 2 to 4, maybe 2 to 5 inches, kind of from North Platte through the Sandhills, up through those areas that are under the winter weather advisory, and then kind of into northeastern sections of the state. So again, this will change before it starts to snow. So again, make sure you stay tuned to later forecasts. As far as temperatures go, it's going to get awfully cold. Friday morning lows, we're looking at anywhere from the mid-teens to the mid-30s across the state, but wind chills by early tomorrow morning, single digits, teens, and 20s. Friday afternoon high temperatures, again ranging anywhere from the mid-30s to the mid-40s, but Friday afternoon wind chills will range from the upper teens to the upper 20s to the upper 30s for most of the state. Saturday morning lows, we're looking at upper teens to upper 20s, and then wind chills by Saturday morning, again we're looking at teens and low to mid-20s across much of the state. Saturday afternoon highs going to be awfully chilly, upper 20s to upper 30s, but again feeling even colder than that by Saturday afternoon. 3 o'clock wind chills on Saturday in the upper teens to the upper 20s across most of the state. Sunday morning lows, teens and 20s again. Sunday afternoon highs staying very cold in the mid to upper 30s to maybe around 40 degrees. 7-day forecast looks like this. Temperatures do try and rebound a little bit into early next week, mid 40s Monday, back to the upper 30s for Halloween though. Mostly sunny, dry, but it will be cold, especially into Tuesday evening for those trick-or-treaters. And then as we begin November, temperatures do climb back at least into the 50s with generally dry weather. But again, the weekend certainly looks like it's going to be fairly unpleasant for many of us across the state, including here in Lincoln. Again, that chance for that wintry mix throughout the day, eventually turning over to all snow Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then again just plain cold. So again, if you haven't put a few extra blankets on the bed just yet, now is definitely the time to do it.